Yo, yo, hoes and bros. Welcome to the Rap Drugs Pod.
Yeah, welcome everybody. Bunch of fucking drugged out dickheads.
Yeah, if you keep coming back at this point, thank you. We're glad you're friggin' fiend for the pod. And we respect you for listening. And cheers. Take your hits off your meth pipes now. Or your bongs, or drink your cheap craft beers like I've got here.
Yep. Snort your cocaine, whatever you're down for.
Yeah,
we don't
exactly.
judge.
Yeah, I already snorted all mine, or else I'd do something with you guys. Just playing. I can't afford that shit.
I ain't rich. Yeah. I ain't Donald Trump rich.
Yeah, exactly. I know Kanye rich. Speaking of billionaire presidents and Kanye, yeah. We're going to get right into it. Just quickly let you guys know we're talking about Kanye today for a little bit. We don't want to go too much into it because it's probably all just bullshit like Andrew Schultz and some other folks have been saying. But yeah, we also want to talk some more Ghislaine Maxwell because we know some of you new fans might be in on that stuff with our last pod. And some of you old fans better be in on that intelligent shit, or you're dumb for still listening. Because we're also going to talk about that and psychedelics. So something pretty crazy. I don't know if you can call it psychedelic. We're also going to go into some QAnon politicians, which is kind of weird. But if you like psychedelic shit, you can listen to the regular pod, the last one, the one that's coming out probably today or tomorrow. Depends when we put this shit out.
Yeah.
That one's on magic mushrooms and the stoned ape theory. And then we're going to bring you another one on how MI6 contributed to MK Ultra next week. So if you want to listen to that shit, turn this one off right now, because we're probably not going to talk too much about psychedelics unless Todd starts tripping out over there. But I think he's holding the cool on his microdosing. And yeah, I just want to read the Kanye tweet to start things off. You cool with that, Todd?
Yeah, it sounds good.
So yeah, 8:38 July 4th, 2020. So 8:38 p.m. I can't disclose my locations, but it's EST for our own safety. But
yeah,
I think he's over on the West Coast, maybe 2 or 3 hours behind, depends if he's what home he's in or where. Maybe he's in Chicago and on our time, or an hour behind. Who the fuck knows where he's at? Because he's rich as fuck and probably has a bunch of properties with his wife, who also wants to claim to be a billionaire like he does. So yeah, I don't know if they're billionaires or not. Forbes says they're not, so they're probably not.
Who are we talking about? Kanye?
Kanye. Forbes might say he is a billionaire now. Actually, I don't know, but Kim Kardashian for sure isn't, they said. But maybe together they're now a billionaire. Who knows? They're not one person. But sorry, Kanye's tweet. We must now realize the promise of America by trusting God, unifying our vision, and building our future. I am running for president of the United States. American flag emoji. Hashtag 2020 vision. Now, if he was stoned or drunk off his gills, I would totally understand this. Like 4 oxy pills deep, you're watching some old Trump tapes, you're like, damn, Trump sucks. I could fucking be president. I'm tweeting out right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's the July. America's the best goddamn motherfucking country in the whole USA. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And he's sitting there hanging out with Elon Musk, so who knows what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah, exactly. Both like hype beasts.
Probably just fucking flying on Adderall. Like,
Elon Musk is the supreme of cars. Like the only car company where you can also buy a surfboard. Limited edition surfboard release.
Yeah. It's the only company that's ever sold a flamethrower.
Yeah, like limited edition flamethrower release. That's dope as shit. That's some dope ass shit. Yeezy could learn a thing or two from that, and he does. By putting this bullshit tweet out, like Elon Musk's other tweets. But anyways, if Kanye may or may not be serious, either way, he's getting the marketing he's begging for. And a great, hilarious thing that Twitter users were super quick to point out, and the news kind of cobbled together this. West missed the filing date for independent candidates in many key states, including New York, Indiana, Maine, North Carolina, Texas, and New Mexico. So Texas and New York, 2 key states, I guess, that would be big. But battleground states like Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, and Arizona are still available. I don't know where California is, why it's not on that list. I think that would garner a lot of votes, but there'd be a lot of places where I think he could actually win. Like, think about it this way. Who's going to want to vote for Biden or Trump over Kanye?
I don't know.
Other than legit racists. Like, everyone that's not voting is going to come out and vote for Kanye because he's black and he's a billionaire and he's not Joe Biden and he's not Donald Trump, like, if he does run. So I don't know if he's going to be stealing votes or if he's just going to be getting new voters out.
I have no idea. I mean, none of it even makes sense. Like, he's running as an independent and he can't even apply to all the states. Like, he's not – in no way is he even thinking he's going to actually do this and win.
Oh, yeah. No, he I swear to God, man, it was like a drunk mistake, and now he's like, I should just take it seriously. But what do you want to get into first on, like, his presidential timeline, like him talking about this through the ages, or would you rather get into like the $2 to $5 million in paycheck protection program loans he got?
I'm not sure. Whatever you're feeling.
Yeah, let's talk about the timeline. That's probably a good one. I probably should look more into this because there's probably some more fresh news out. Actually, let me pull up my Twitter. If you want to follow me at I think it's J90Mac. I don't know if it's 90 or spelled out 90. I have no fucking idea. I don't give a shit. Let's see. What is it? Yeah, J90Mac spelled out, or therapdrugspod if you want to listen to that. I don't know if Todd has a Twitter or not.
Oh, I don't.
Cool. But yeah, on Twitter the other day, I always see some dumbass shit. So there was one thing via Forbes, though. Kanye West says he's done supporting Trump, but commends him for allowing God to still be part of the conversation. Of course, because he's got his own cult going, so like he needs to keep the cult hype. Says he's running for POTUS under the birthday party. Calls vaccines the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
So he's anti-Bill Gates.
Yeah.
He's like, already, though, he's just created 2 billionaire enemies in Trump and Bill Gates. I'm kidding. I don't know if he really hates Bill Gates or not. But this is how you know, actually, this is directly against Bill Gates. Listen to this next one. Says Planned Parenthood is run by white supremacists to do the devil's work.
Is that what Bill Gates runs?
Bill Gates' father.
Oh, really?
Started Planned Parenthood, I guess.
Oh, okay.
And then this is the reason why I believed Kanye was going to run for president and become the next president, even though he missed those state deadlines, until he said this fucking shit. Claims he had COVID-19 in February. I had COVID-19 last February. I think I had COVID-18. Yeah. So he's either having one of his manic fucking periods and needs to get back on his proper drugs, or he's lost in space there.
I think everything he does is just publicity ploys. I don't think he's crazy at all.
Don't?
No.
Yeah, it's true. It's good ideas for publicity, right?
I think he's super egotistic, but I don't think he's like as crazy as he pretends to be.
Yeah. Fox News has a crazy headline. Kanye West tweets, deletes, pro-life message showing 6-month-old fetuses after rant against Planned Parenthood. And in the Atlanta Journal, Kanye West breaks with Trump, claims 2020 run is not a stunt. He's insane, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not Kanye West China anymore. Kanye West and the Great PPP Bamboozle, Washington Times. This is brand new. Let's see. Let's pop into that. So, yeah, just because this article is right here in front of my eyes, we'll load it up and talk about it before we get into the other shit here. Because it's pretty hilarious that this guy's running for president. Like, Kanye West is a billionaire, not the quiet kind. The loud look at me, I got $1 billion to my name. He's also the recipient of a multi-million-dollar taxpayer-funded Paycheck Protection Program business. West needs the money for his clothing and sneaker company, Yeezy. He also just got a $10 million deal, I guess, with Gap. but the U.S. Treasury Department reported this week that Yeezy was the recipient of between $2 million and $5 million. How is that there's such a big sway in it, too? Save 106 jobs on shoes that sell for $250 a pop plus.
Yeah.
Canadians didn't write this. So yeah, there's that kind of stuff. That the paycheck protection loan list came out. So if you're into that kind of serious shit, like let us know. We'll cover that stuff if you want to get us to get more serious on the pod, but try not to get too hardcore right now. Just bullshit about current events and try to spot the bullshit and give you the good research on the psychedelics and other intelligent stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, for Kanye West getting political, it's been a long timeline of him speaking about it. And it before he wanted to become president, there was this great ass moment in history. Terrible, I guess, for the people of New Orleans. Rest in peace to a lot of those people. And you'd probably know a lot about this if you listen to Lil Wayne. Grew up around then. Hurricane Katrina, just ripped apart the city. And then there was a relief benefit with Kanye West and Mike Myers were on the mic at the time. Austin Powers, Mike Myers, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kanye West declares George Bush doesn't care about black people during live. And then Mike Myers was like, didn't know what to say. And they just cut to commercial. Well, all right.
That's hilarious.
So, yeah. Should we play this on here? Is that going to get us in trouble with YouTube?
No, I think it's fine if you only play a minute or something.
Yeah, let's see. Let's unplug this.
We should look up the rule. It's something like if you play for.
This isn't YouTube. Don't worry. We'll just listen to it.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If we see a black family, it says they're looting. See a white family, it says they're looking for food. And it's been 5 days because most of the people are black. And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the TV because it's too hard to watch. I've even been shopping before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give. And just to imagine if I was down there, and those are my people down there. So anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as possible. I mean, Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us. And even many ways more profoundly devastating is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all. George Bush doesn't care about black people. Please call. In the past few days, America and people have been stepping up to donate money, to do all they can
Chris
to help
Tucker
people
now.
in New Orleans and all over.
All rights reserved. NBC Universal. We got the rights from NBC YouTube. If you want to ask, just email us. Emails below.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
He was just
Pretty
right,
crazy.
though.
But he was on to, yeah, exactly. He
Yeah.
was on to something. The only reason it was crazy is because he said it in 2005.
Yeah. See, now that that's not a crazy statement, he's saying like the opposite
No,
kind of shit.
exactly.
Like,
that's like literally every single person is saying that constantly on Twitter now about Donald Trump, and no one's batting an eyelash. No one's like, oh, cut. Like,
yeah.
Exactly. No one's scared of that. In fact, like Nike's like, yes, go on. Cut to commercial. Nike's like, Donald Trump doesn't care about black people. But we do.
Just don't do it.
Just don't shoot them in the face. But yeah, Kanye, like, good on him being honest. And I don't know if he was doing a bit there with the whole fucking gonna tell his manager send how much ever much money he can, or if he was dead serious, because that'd be pretty dope if he was. But we know he's a greedy motherfucker. You don't get rich. You don't get billionaire rich giving away all your money. Unless you got a foundation already. Hashtag Clintons. Hashtag Gates. Hashtag therapdrugspod. We got all our money overseas. But yeah, so if you send us any money on the PayPal, if you're not from overseas, we're going to just put that straight up to a homeless man, give him some lunch, and then maybe some more money put into the pod if we need some gear or something to make it a little bit better for you as a listener.
Yeah.
But yeah, at least 1/3 of the proceeds goes to some homeless guy. Maybe this guy who's fucking drugged out. When I go to and from Loblaws and Union Station for work, just in Toronto, you know?
Yeah.
Past this homeless dude. He's got some fucking nice white, some clean white Air Max 90s or Air Max 180s, whatever they are. They're fucking sick. And his clothes don't look too bad, but like the one morning he seemed kind of all right with it. He was like between Union Station and the waterfront, just doing his thing. But I saw him the other day, and that's how I knew this guy's fucked. So like the other day I was going to Loblaws, like grabbing some coffee grinds, like literally the day before, actually. This was like Monday and Tuesday. So the Monday I was going to Loblaws, and like the LCBO, the liquor store, doesn't open till at least 10 or 11 here. And it was like maybe a bit after 8 a.m. This guy was sitting out front of the liquor store, fucking cigarette down to the butt, just like shoes dusted out, shirt fucking split open, just like, like I could hear him from the sidewalk, which was at least 15, 20 feet away. And it's Corona season, if you forgot. So like, I didn't have a mask on because I'm just walking down the street, but I was ready to like put one on even though I was like 15 feet away from this guy. But no, I'm kidding. I'm not really that scared of getting it. I'm just scared of spreading it because I guess you don't get it. No, you get it for like 6-7 days or whatever.
Yeah.
So anyways, I get to the store. I put my mask on. I go through the store. I grab a few goodies, some coffee grinds, some cashew milk, some bullshit for lunch. And on the way back, dude's in the exact same position, except this time asleep, and same cigarette or a new cigarette possibly, still going right down to the butt. Like, yeah, so whatever drugs he was on worked good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't want to get close enough to ask about him. And
otherwise we would have done an interview.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, checked on, see if he was okay.
But yeah, like that's the thing. Like I'm gonna hope these guys are getting lunch. Like it's Corona, it's COVID.
Yeah.
Like if we can convince him, yo, where do you like lunch from? Can we get you a gift card? We'll do that. If we can't convince him, I'm just gonna toss a guy $20. So like, that's what this pod's all about. Legalizing, like, drugs need to be rehabilitated instead of fucking jails and shit.
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
Yeah, exactly. The fucking masters just want the slave labor. I guess they do racialize a lot, which is terrible. But just period, they just want bodies. Like,
yeah,
if they're expendable, then even better. And like, if the cops racially profiled to get those people in there, they don't give a fuck, which is terrible. Like, these places should be the loudest against it, the prisons. Like, be like, arrest more white people. They work like, but white people are so fucking lazy. They're not gonna work hard. Like, what are they gonna do? Start a bunch of fucking jail podcasts? Like, what are they gonna do? Fucking have a bunch of like fucking jail prisoners teach students? Like, at fucking schools? Like, do like fake woke activism to fucking kindergarten students or whatever? Like,
I think you misunderstand what jail's like, Jay.
Yeah, I know. I know what jail's like. I'm just saying, like, of course they're gonna get the most hardworking people, and that's not white people. Like, it only makes sense. We're the fucking laziest pieces of shit on the planet.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why we
yeah, that's why the comeuppance is here, right? Yeah, exactly. We're getting our just desserts now, so more power to you. Cheers if you're not white. Thanks for listening to the pod and letting us survive another day on this earth. But yeah, we I don't know. I don't care what color your skin is if you're a fucking douchebag.
You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But I also don't care what color your skin is otherwise. So if you're chill as fuck, that's cool. Like, but if you're a douchebag, like, don't be surprised people don't like you. But yeah, anyways, like, Donald Trump, he's orange. People don't like him. He's not saying fucking shit about it. Except, yeah, he is. He's the biggest motherfucking baby on the planet.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting back to Kanye West, I guess they missed a bunch of shit that Kanye may or may not have done in between there. But August 5, 2015, Kanye West takes a selfie with Senator Hillary Clinton during her 2016 presidential campaign fundraiser. Kim Kardashian utilized her social media influence to endorse Senator Hillary Clinton. And then August 30, 2015, he first announced his 2020. So 25 days later, he first announced his 2020 presidential run at the 2015 MTV VMAs. And this is when Taylor Swift presented the coveted Michael Jackson Video Vanguard Award to Kanye West, who famously interrupted her acceptance speech at the same award show 6 years prior. So yeah, he had to make that moment viral about himself. Thus, hashtag Kanye 2020 was born. What did Trump have to say about his political opponent? He's actually a different kind of person than people think. He's a nice guy. I hope to run against him someday. He declared an exclusive interview with Rolling Stone on September 2nd, 3 days after. So he hopes to run against him someday. Like, Donald Trump's definitely either planned on the 2020 thing or he plans on being in office for more than 2 terms.
Yeah.
I think he was going to pull some Putin type of shit with the 8, you know? Go switch it to infinity. Get the whole family going. First Donald Trump, then Donald Trump Jr., maybe Ivanka, depends. Maybe Donald Trump Jr. versus Ivanka, you know? Make sure they got it covered. Left and right.
Both bases.
Yeah, exactly. The family will just dominate. Then they'll have like who's that? The later ones, like Barron and I don't know who else
I don't
is.
know.
Eric? Yeah. Barron and Eric Trump, they'll be running next. Oh, yeah. They've got it covered for the next 16 years. And then the ones that lose can start, like, they can do it again at the end and run against each other, constellation champs. So that's that. We got ourselves 30 years
dynasty.
Of Trump, 30 years of Trump there, people.
Yeah.
pretty easily. They just got to lock it up next round. But you got a chance to vote him out here with Biden or maybe with Kanye. Hopefully with Kanye.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Isn't that a little sad that we're saying hopefully with Kanye?
Well, I don't see any reason why people are gonna go vote for Biden. Like, I wish I did. I'm like, I wish I could trust the woke Twitter, the loud people that answer the polls, that it is gonna happen, but I just don't believe it. Like, look at the Hillary Clinton thing. They said she was going to win and Trump had no chance and he won. So no matter what you tell me, I'm not going to believe it. I think Trump supporters aren't going to tell any polls they're voting for anyone, let alone Trump. And I think a lot of people don't trust either. Like, both of those guys are going to, for all I know, are going to be dead in the next 4 years, let alone 5.
Yeah. From fucking natural causes.
Yeah. Well, one of them from natural causes, the other one from fucking
being a jackass.
No, I was gonna say like a methamphetamine overdose.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that guy's like a yeah. Fucking beaut. Fucking beaut.
Fucking mess.
Fucking legend. But honestly though, like, I get all the Trump haters, but at the same time, it's like, just get off his dick. Like, he's a celebrity. He's a celebrity president. Why don't you think dumbass people would pick this guy?
Yeah.
Like the American Idol winners. No one bought their albums. They weren't good.
Yeah.
But like, that's the kind of people that vote.
Fucking people with too much time on their hands.
Yeah, exactly. Unless a president comes out and's like, I'm gonna legalize drugs and end prisons. Why? What's the point in even voting? To be honest.
Yeah.
Like, unless the president's like, I'm gonna legalize drugs and end prison. I'm gonna give everybody health care. All we're gonna do is tax those two things a little more. And they'll be like, huh? Nobody understands how it works. Like, people don't seem to understand, like, if you have health insurance with more people in the health insurance and less people therefore getting sick and the same amount of revenue going to the insurance company, it's going to be better off. Like, you can privatize the state insurance and it be run by a company the same way your own jobs all have your health insurance. And then it's no different. And you don't lose your health insurance if you lose your job for saying you're not a Nazi sympathizer. And people are like, oh, but I liked MK Ultra. Like, or like, I do. You're not a Nazi sympathizer? Don't you know what the CIA is? Like, people are going to say what they're going to say, and people are going to hate what they're going to hate. And if you disagree on health insurance for a state level, like tell me why below. I want to know your argument. Like, I want to know a good argument. Same with not legalizing drugs. Like, I don't understand anyone saying why you shouldn't legalize drugs. Do you, Todd?
Why you shouldn't legalize drugs?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, well, it depends on what drugs you're talking about. I mean, psychedelics are an easy sell.
I think all drugs in a controlled setting. Like, wouldn't it be better if there was, like, a black market's going to exist no matter what?
Yeah.
So wouldn't it be better if you could get a dosage that you knew was a proper amount of a proper thing, and it's administered at a certain level, and you could only get it a certain amount of time, like over the counter from a pharmacist?
Yeah.
Like, imagine that system. You didn't have to test your drugs and find out you got ripped off every time.
Yeah.
That your Molly is just fentanyl. And meth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just people. It's just the same type of people who don't want everyone to have healthcare. They're just like, hey, why should I have to pay for someone else to do drugs? They just get confused of how the things would work. You know what I mean?
True. And
Like even
the
like
pharmacy company is the pharmacists and pharmacies are trying to confuse them.
like here's another example. It's not even drug related. It's just giving people clean needles. I heard a guy complaining about that. Like like why the fuck are we giving them needles? Why don't they just not use them? You know, it's like we have to pay for them and stuff. And it's like,
yeah. Do you know how much healthcare costs
like,
for people with AIDS that are on social service? Do you know how much a funeral costs? Like clean needles are a lot cheaper.
It's just like they don't look at the whole picture.
Well, that's the thing. People don't like. There used to be conservatives that were based on money, like
yeah.
I swear that's what it was. Like, oh, we want to have a more stricter budget versus we want to have a more liberal, supportive budget. Like, and I thought that's what it always meant: conservative budget, liberal budget.
I feel like it's still like that. Like, at least I don't know, people our age that are reasonable, I would say, like reasonable right-wing people that don't have like extreme ideas. That's kind of like the idea.
Yeah.
That they get behind.
Because that's the thing I have a problem with these like dirtbag left people. Like, where are we getting this fucking money and non-power? Like, is it going to turn? Like, I don't believe in communism or socialism. I do believe in socialism. I don't believe in communism, but I believe in like a social democracy where it's like there's referendums and like people have a right to vote. Not fucking super PACs get to convince you what's right and what's wrong.
Yeah.
So
I know.
There's a big divide between different political systems too.
I just feel like we're arguing about what's the best bad idea we should do. You know, it's because people don't look at it like we do. Like, I don't even understand why Congress are the ones that are like voting and deciding on these ideas. Like, we can contact everybody and do full country referendums on bills. Like, why don't they just draft bills and be like, is this what you want?
Yeah. Well, here's the biggest issue and why like no one understands like insurance or mortgages or what's some other thing like stocks, and people just don't like math. As soon as you call them and talk about math billing, like they're like, no, I'll pay you whatever it costs. Like, but if like people just don't want to hear about math. They don't want to understand math. So as soon as your political campaign is about math, they don't trust it, which is the dumbest fucking thing on the planet. Like, like red light cameras are only put up if it's going to make money on a budget, which makes sense because the more people speed through a camera, the more likely it is you're going to hit somebody. So statistically, as things increase, it becomes profitable. It's not they're trying to take the world over with robots and they don't want to make everywhere safe. Like, no, they don't want to overreach. So they're only going to put it in places where there's enough speeders to warrant it or enough red light jumpers to warrant it. The same way the speed limit in the city is 50 and on the highway it's 100. If they could trust you to drive safe in the city, there wouldn't be a speed limit. But these maniacs will go 80, 90, 100, and now we need police officers. Now we need seatbelts. Now we need lights where there used to be stop signs. Now we need roundabouts where there used to be stop signs. Like, people are just their own worst enemy. But yeah, that's especially behind the wheel when you get so emotional and raw. Like, I can't blame anyone for driving the way they do. That's just something that happens. Like, you just get behind the wheel and you drive at a certain point. Like, you could be as conscious as you want, but there's a lot of stuff that requires very quick split-second decisions and a lot of quick reaction time.
Yeah, well, driving's just like a crazy thing. Like, I think Like it's like one of the most dangerous things we do every day.
Yeah.
Isn't it like one of the statistically the most?
Well,
it's
now,
the most deadly thing we choose to do every day, or something like that.
Now it's like grocery shopping without a mask.
Yeah, it's
We're
changed this year.
Going
this
to a
year has
restaurant.
changed all the statistics,
but yeah, regularly it would be driving.
Yeah.
Now driving's like the safe part of going out with friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
It's having the friends that it's the dangerous part.
Yeah, exactly. But all this bullshit's created an excuse for like all this poor reaction to the coronavirus handling it has created this chance for Kanye West to rally against Trump too. Like, if
I don't know though, do you think? I mean, him and the two of them had a meeting last year. Do you think maybe this was the plan? If he can't even register everywhere,
but at the same time, it's a good plan to kind of get votes away from Biden and drag votes away from Biden. But at the same time, I also think like Kanye West may be sick of Trump because of the anti-statue, anti-black shit. It's just gone too far.
You think so, though? Has he said anything
to a degree?
That?
Like, he's insane about the statues, man. And that's some dumbass shit that was put up in the 60s. Like, that was literally anti-civil rights movement stuff, MLK movement stuff, these statues. So
yeah, the statues.
A lot of that's bullshit, man. I think to have these fucking crazy long laws and to have these, like I've been saying before, they're gonna mass incarcerate people, look for evidence later through all these CCTVs and stuff, and they're gonna fill the jails back up. They don't care if you get COVID this time because you're young.
Yeah.
And you were a protester, and we could try you for treason and send you to Guantanamo for all we fucking care.
I've been hearing a lot of I should have pulled the story up before. I did read a story about there's been states that have found a way to kind of ban protesting.
Yeah.
Like you have to have a permit to protest, and then they made it impossible to get a permit. So the law is still like you're allowed to protest with a permit, but you can't get a permit.
So if you don't get a permit, they fuck you up, eh?
Yeah, if you don't get a permit, they send the police in. But now you can't get a permit. But they still pretend like you're allowed to protest. It's somehow like it's just a weird loophole where they're like, we don't encroach on your freedom of speech. You're not following the rules that don't exist.
Of course. Bastards. They would pull some shit like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, like what does that mean? Like you can't get into a group of over a certain size? Like, is there a way to peacefully protest with just shirts on that all say something? Like, I wonder
I think
to get around the loophole without getting fucking shot in the face by the police.
Yeah, I guess if you had
maybe you'll get a ticket, but will you really will anything happen if you don't pay it?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Or give them
it's still
fake ID.
They can still knock your ass out.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. You're expecting that even if you go to a protest, though.
Probably what they'll do is just they'll end up giving permits out for other things that aren't protested. Because usually you would be like, we're getting a permit to protest this specific thing. That's what you have to put down. But now they'll just probably be like, oh, we're having a fundraiser for this. And then you don't do that, and everyone shows up and protests. Yeah,
exactly. We're having a gay rights parade, and it's Black Lives Matter saying the police can't show up at the gay rights parade.
That's already
what happens in Toronto.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
That's actually how right-wing activists have been getting around having racist protests. So I don't know if you remember
they've been saying it's gay, or are you sure it's not
no, not that.
It's probably gay right-wing guys, Todd.
No.
Gays are allowed to be right-wing too, man.
No.
Gay for Trump.
Yeah. No,
exactly.
Not using the gay
I run the logo
excuse.
Gay for Trump.
They would use the statue excuse. So they would say they were there to protest the statues. And then they'd
Oh,
be there
that's
to
funny.
protest
That's
like
funny.
racism or like
Civil rights.
to start
They
a
were-
race
They were
war.
there to be pro
Yeah.
statue, really.
Yeah, that was
They were
exactly
pro-
what the
they were pro-
the Charlottetown riots.
They were pro testing
pro
the statue.
statue.
They
I'm
were
not
pro-
anti anything. I'm pro
Yeah.
statue.
Yeah, exactly. I'm anti protesting the statue. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm bringing my gun to protect this damn statue. But yeah, if you're still listening, thanks for keeping up. Fucking, we're going back to the fucking Kanye article. So after Donald Trump just fucking let him slide off the back like grease, later September, Kanye West gives Vanity Fair an exclusive interview about his 2020 presidential run. So following his onstage stint at the MTV VMAs, the famous rapper told Vanity Fair in an interview he was definitely running for president in 2020. He prefers not to run against someone. I would be like, I want to work with you as soon as I heard Ben Carson speak. I tried for 3 weeks to get him on the phone, and I was like, this is the most brilliant guy. And I think all the people running right now is something that each of the others needs, he said at the time. When responding to fans' positive reactions to his announcement, the rapper said he thinks about what his time in office would look like while he's at the club. I sit in clubs and I'm like, wow, I've got 5 years before I go and run for office, and I've got a lot of research to do. I got a lot of growing up to do, he said. He still does, though. He's a fucking retard. Like,
Yeah.
what's he think? Like, idiot. Sorry. If you're actually retarded, I'm really sorry. If you're not retarded, like, don't be such a Karen about it.
Don't be
Like,
such a
it's like
Karen
saying
about it.
gay. Like, I don't know what. Am I allowed to say gay or fag or neither? Like, which one is the bad one? Like, like there's got to be one that's okay to say. Like, and I think it's gay. I'm sorry for saying the other word, but yeah, you got to be allowed to say one of them, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Tell me why I'm wrong. But yeah, sorry. Sorry. Unlike me, Kanye doesn't vote. I voted for Justin Trudeau in the last election. And then I don't know who I voted for after that. Green Party, maybe.
Was there another election?
Yeah. I voted for Green Party. Yeah.
The last one?
Yeah.
I don't think I had an address yet. I was kind of
nice. Todd's on them Kanye West tips. Don't vote. Doesn't matter anyways. Your boy JT won.
Yeah.
Yeah. Canada's JT. Justin Trudeau. The French JT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever like seen the Trudeau like gear, like the brand?
Merch?
Yeah.
No.
Like it's just like Trump. If you go to Quebec, there's like all this fucking Trudeau houseware. It's like
That's
you get all
crazy.
kind of Trudeau kitchenware, kitchen gear, like Trudeau wine corks, Trudeau silverware.
Yeah.
Dope shit.
He's
yeah.
That guy's whack. He's whack as shit.
Yeah. He comes from a legacy political family. He's kind of like the Bushes.
He's like the Clintons.
Exactly.
Like
he's more like them. He hangs out with all like a global aristocrats and like gets paid off of like charity money.
He's got the fucking Trudeau Foundation.
Just like sucking D's while his wife's like showing titties and probably rug munching, like or sucking black eyes D's. Who knows what she's up to? Something cool like that. If I was gay or like a girl, I'd be into black guys for sure.
Yeah.
Something cool. I definitely wouldn't date any white guys. If possible.
That's quotable. This just in.
Yeah.
Jason would only date black guys.
Not just like I'd be down for like Asian guys and brown guys and was that a fart? You farted as I said brown? I didn't mean poop, guys. I meant like I meant
was
like an
unintentional.
overarching South Asian and Middle Eastern. I'm sorry. I don't know. Is it wrong to refer to people as brown? Like,
I'm not sure.
I think
I
it's
don't
a
know
big
what
sweeping
you're
term.
supposed to do anymore.
Yeah.
I just don't. You just don't.
Like
You don't refer to them as anything.
I know yellow. I know yellow is wrong because Twitter. I mean, the emojis took over the yellow. Yeah. So now it's just like Asian people is what you call.
I think
everyone.
that's offensive too, though.
That's offensive to everyone that's Indian or Chinese.
I think it's offensive to most Asians because like
True.
all the like inner hatred.
We're not allowed to reference people's skin color. Like, are we allowed to say blonde or brunette anymore? Is that
I think
offensive?
so. I think that's fine. I think that
Cool.
we're good with that.
What about almond-shaped eyes?
I think that's super offensive. I think that's. Wait, is that
almond-shaped? No, that's a technical reference.
Is that,
almond-shaped eyes is like.
I'm not totally even sure who you're referring to.
I don't know either. I don't know either, so it's not racist. Like, at the end of the day, none of it's out of hate, so like I'm not racist in that regard, but like I guess that maybe I'm spreading a racist message. Maybe I'm like at the same time, like maybe I'm racist just because I'm white and alive. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't understand that argument either. But you guys want to take my job and me do whatever, like
you can
die of like something that the government gives me. Like, I'm cool with swapping lives. Like, my family's been through a struggle though. Like, my mom was making minimum wage while I was going to school, and my biological father went away for trying to drug traffic across international borders. So like, I went through some motherfucking shit. And to get where I am today is kind of shocking. So like, I'm proud of where I am, and I'm glad that I'm white to help me have gotten through some of the trials and tribulations easier than some other people, I would think. But I really don't know, like, because I'm white. I don't know. Would it be more difficult? Or is it just the decisions that other people made around me that helped me out? Like, or is it more the decisions I made that helped me out?
Or is both?
Well, that's the thing. It definitely is both, and that's why systemic racism is so fucking wrong.
Yeah.
But, they're not going to change. Like, I don't know if I said this before. Like, they're not going to change the requirements to become the board of directors on these companies and the fucking C-suites and the people that get paid good money. They're not going to change those requirements. So these unfortunately, there's a way to block people out, and it's through academic institutions. And then past the academic, you don't give them the accolades by hiring them at the banks or the fucking other places. And when you do, you don't give them the promotions, or they don't get hired out to other companies to become the leaders at those companies. And like, because you need certain credentials to become leaders at certain companies and to get higher up in certain companies. It's the same reason why women can't get ahead in business and therefore the world. And then same with lobbying and all that shit. Like, I think we said that before. Like, these companies are wasting their money on marketing when they could be lobbying against these fucking ideas.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like, speaking of that, all this fucking talk about Kanye running for president in 2020. November 17, 2016, he tells concert goers that he didn't vote in the 2016 election, but he would have picked Trump during St. Pablo tour stop. I hope like whoever he said that to, or like the whole crowd fucking booed, or like just yelled, "Shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up." Like, because I don't care if you would have picked Trump or Clinton if you didn't vote. Like, just shut the fuck up. You wouldn't have picked either of them, or else you would have fucking went and voted. You fucking lying piece of shit.
Yeah.
Like, and that's when you really start to realize, oh, Kanye's just down for the marketing.
Yeah, he's just a scam artist.
Sorry, dropped my Bic lighter. This episode's brought to you by Bic. Thousands of lights in each lighter. I would they don't sponsor the pod, but it's brought to you by Bic because I've been using it my whole life, and it's one of those things I would recommend. If you don't support Bics, you're a fucking piece of shit. Anybody who says there's a lighter that can even step close to Bics, like, you need to cut yourself. You need to fucking take a Bic lighter and shove 10 of them up your ass. And you don't ever deserve to use a Bic lighter again. Don't even talk to me. Like,
it's pretty intense, Jay.
Well, like, I'm just serious. I'm serious. I love
dead
Bic.
serious.
I've went a month without a Bic, and I've been using this fucking dumbass X-Lite barbecue lighter that's refillable with butane because I've been on the cheap tips. But finally got some people donating to the PayPal link, so we got a 4-pack of lighters. I gave one to a homeless man. That homeless guy who fell asleep, threw it at him in front of the LCBO.
I threw it at him.
Yeah.
It hit him right in the head, woke him up,
Yeah.
Probably saved his life.
Yeah, exactly. I had to keep the 6 feet. So yeah, Todd, there's a lighter coming your way in the mail.
Oh, perfect.
And the 4th one I'm saving for when we get more money. I'm going to buy another pack of lighters and give all 5 away to homeless men. So send us some money at the PayPal link below.
More PayPal money.
Yeah, we need that PayPal dollars. Especially if you're in the US or the EU, because the exchange rate's good here. So like you can send us less money, we get more. If you're like, fuck these guys, I don't want to send my money. You can buy some stuff to support the pod at teesprings.com/stores/rapdrugs or whatever the fuck it is. Just go down below. We're coming up with new designs all the time. We're not putting a lot of them out because we're lazy as shit, but we're coming up with them at least, and that's half the battle. And we might get some more stuff in the store. So if you want anything and the price is too high, let us know. We might change it. We might say fuck you. That's the best we can do. Yeah, hit us up. We'll let you know, and we'd appreciate supporting the pod. We're gonna get some exclusive merch too. Do some giveaways, some stuff.
Yeah.
That's plan coming up in the future. So if you're not following us on IG already, might be hard to find us because we're getting shadow banned everywhere, but check out Rap Drugs Pod. Yeah.
And if you want a personalized T-shirt from one of our iconic styles, you can take a picture of yourself with a couple people, and we'll Photoshop our faces over them.
Yeah, exactly. If you want some custom artwork of your bodies with our beautiful faces put over it, so when you look back on your life, you can have some good memories at least. Then definitely don't hesitate to like DM us with those photos. No, if you send us any penises, we're gonna put our heads over the penis, over the top of the penis. So we'll send that back to you. So that one's gonna cost you $20. We're gonna send your penis around to other people too. Everybody that's following you on IG, we're gonna DM your penis if they fucking follow us back. So yeah, be careful of that. For sure, we're down to do that. If you just send some money in the PayPal, we don't mind seeing dicks, but we'll put our faces over top of them. Todd will probably just send them to me, and I'll have to figure out the Photoshop and put Todd's face over it and send it back to you. So that way you can get some ladies to finally respond to your freaking Tinder replies, you sick fuck. Quit sending your dick pics. That's what we're saying. We like all the follows, but we're not trying to buy any drugs because they're illegal in Canada. So we've already got too many already. If you want to send us some free mushrooms, that's cool. I can give you my address, just FBI in case you're listening. or Illuminati. We do want to join, but we don't have the membership fees at the moment. If there's some sort of installment plan or COVID no interest rate, we'd really appreciate that so we can get in on the ground floor. I think we got a lot to bring to your network. A lot of good research skills, if you couldn't tell already. But yeah, thanks for listening to the plugs. We're gonna get back to the show there. We decided to go with no sponsors because Disney did want to be one of our sponsors. They wanted us to promote Disney Plus, but I told them to fuck right off because that shit's gay as shit. And I said, you guys are lame. You're racist. You don't support LGBTQ. None of that shit. You ain't cool with it. You ain't down with the culture. And the only thing good about Disney Plus is Simpsons and Star Wars. And they were pissed off. They said we were gonna just ask you to say gay on the pod less. And I said I don't say it, so I had to start saying it this pod. So sorry if I offended anybody, but it's because Disney got under my skin. But that's because we got all these great podcast listeners. The podcast really blew up last week with the Ghislaine Maxwell arrested, so much so that Andrew Shawls had to copy our swag and do his whole flagrant 2 about Ghislaine Maxwell, which kind of lame, man. You're doing a mainstream podcast, and now you're trying to cover conspiracy theories. Like, come on, get out of here, son.
Come on, this is our lane.
Yeah, this is our lane, bro. Exactly. Yeah, we'll let Joe Rogan, the OG, talk about it all he wants, but nah, you newcomers can't get up on this. I've been watching Mr. Green and how to create a grow up in your basement since fucking 2008. I've been fucking reading up on the Illuminati on the internet since freaking 2008, man. I got what was it? Some friggin' Masonic scholarship when I went to University of Windsor. Some weird ass crazy shit. So I had to send them a card. So like, I'm tapped in, boys. Tapped in. Don't step on my turf. I'll have to send my Masonic brothers who gave me that scholarship in Windsor another card.
Yeah.
And yeah, shout out to the Windsor Essex Humane Society. Also not a sponsor, but you know, if you want to get an animal, if you're from the area, if you're not from the area, you know, donate, adopt, don't support these fucking crazy ass motherfucking breeders out there. Unless you're trying to get a show dog, you need that championship pedigree. If you're not getting a show dog, adopt a fucking animal, you pussy. Or what do you call a puppy? Your puppy? How come no one calls their penis a puppy? That's what I'm gonna start calling my penis. Check out this puppy.
Sure.
But yeah, speaking of all my views, Kanye West, after saying he didn't vote, later specifically addressed black people in his speech saying, "Stop focusing on racism. This world is racist, okay? Let's stop being distracted to focus on that as much. It's just a fucking fact. We're in a racist country, period. And not one or the other candidate was going to instantly be able to change that because of the views." See, that's where I think he's wrong. He's right that neither of those candidates would have changed it because of their views, but I don't think racism has to be accepted.
Yeah.
It's not a distraction. Racism is not a distraction. Like, it's not just like, oh yeah, it's cool that Donald Trump's racist to all the fucking people in America and outside of America that aren't white. The same way it's like, oh, it's cool that Hillary Clinton supports bombing innocent civilians around the world. Everywhere that isn't white. So yeah, like, both of them are racist, yes. But does that mean you should support it? No. But West also outlined his views regarding education reform, women's rights, gay marriage, housing, and immigration, as well as future campaign strategies in songs. And then, yeah, just weeks later, December 13th, he meets Trump at Trump Tower. April 25th, 2018, he sporadically sounded off. And then I think after that, he went to the White House. And
when Trump was there?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he says slavery was a choice, like a mental choice, which is insane to think.
Yeah, that was TMZ.
Yeah, I didn't even want to play that TMZ clip because it's just too wild. And that's when he was saying he was like off his meds and everything. But yeah, October 11, 2018. So like a couple days after Canadian Thanksgiving. Shout out to Canadian Thanksgiving. We do it early because then I don't know why we do it early. Just no random reason instead.
Because we're better. Fuck the United States.
I'd rather do it in November. Todd's a player hater. I wish I was American, except I hate everything you guys do, other than legalize weed in a few states. Like if I lived anywhere, it would be Denver, and no one would be allowed to own guns. So once you guys pass that law and the universal health care law, I'll move to Colorado. But you guys are almost there. You legalize weed, universal state health care. You guys voted against, though. Come on, man. You got to change that shit up. And then make a gun registry. You don't have to legalize guns. Just make a registry. Everyone that owns guns, it's a registry. So that way, just instead of just the CIA having a list, so that they can send the Batman shooter, the Joker, to your place, Josh Holmes, to come get your gun and shoot up a movie theater. Everyone will know where each other's guns are, so it'll be like an even playing field. You'll be able to see where the CIA and their guns are. They'll be able to see where you and your guns are, and your neighbors will see the same thing. So it's not like this whole CIA only knows what's going on, NSA only knows what's going on, Big Brother type of thing. It's an open book, like how Tesla's open source. And that, I think, would be the dopest thing if Kanye West is serious, Elon Musk needs to step down from Tesla and run as vice president. And then I think there's no reason not to vote for them. What do you think, Todd?
I don't know, man. I don't want Kanye in charge. And I don't really trust Elon in politics. I like Elon as a capitalist, and he should stay doing that.
Do you want Biden or Trump in charge instead?
Nah. I don't even know I want to just
Let's
wait.
say you had a ballot. It was Kanye, Biden, or Trump. Or don't vote. I could stay home and avoid the lines.
Yeah, I'd just stay
home.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah. There's no point. I don't even think.
Dope. Knox there, brother.
Yeah.
Knox there. Oh, boo. Oh, you can't reach the screen. Okay. Oh, yeah. I guess we'll just run through the bunker and Knox later.
Yeah. I would be just pissed. After the primary, I'd vote for Bernie, and then I'd just stay home after that. I'd be like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Biden stole this. Again. Douchebag.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Elon Musk supported him. Quite a few other motherfuckers supported him.
Which just makes me not trust this guy more.
Yeah.
I mean, Elon Musk, all he cares about is like paying less taxes. Besides that, he just doesn't want the government involved.
And well, all of them are like Mark Cuban also supported him, which is hilarious. Mark Cuban was thinking he would have to run. But Anthony Anderson goes into a thing and bashes him on Jimmy Kimmel. I don't know. We don't got time.
Who, Mark Cuban? Mark Cuban's.
No, Anthony Anderson bashes him, but Mark Cuban supports him. Yeah. What were we going to say about the Cubes? The Dallas Mavericks, billionaire?
I don't know. I thought you were saying someone was bashing him.
Yeah. Mark Cuban was going to run for president, but like always, he gets black people to do the work for him the same way he does the Dallas Mavericks and has them doing all the work to get championships.
Well, he would just be like,
Dirk looks good. And
he would just end up like,
he's got to be the most racist fucking team owner. Fucking only has Dirk Nowitzki as the fucking guy, and now he's got another fucking white guy, Doncic. Nazis. Dirk Nowitzki, the German guy. I don't know if Doncic is a Nazi or not, but But yeah, what were you saying about the Cubes? You don't like him though?
Oh no, you do terrible though. I don't even know why he would even consider it. it's funny to me how egotistic these guys are. Like, he actually thinks he'd have a shot.
Yeah,
he would be just like Bloomberg.
Yeah,
no one would even pay attention, and he would spend like more money than anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
And he'd be like, why aren't I winning? I'm spending all this money. People.
Yeah.
It's like, you obviously have no idea what's going on. People are, I don't know.
Yeah, people are ridiculous. So yeah, speaking more about like capitalist USA, how dumb this fucking payment protection loan thing is. Like, unlike Canada with the wage subsidy, they didn't really support anybody giving loans. It seems like they just gave a bunch of fucking loans to rich companies. So like,
yeah, and it's that article said there was a bunch of companies that still are like, it's a secret, and they're trying to like sue the government now to see who the secret companies are.
Yeah, and still had a bunch of layoffs at a bunch of companies too. But yeah, PF, here's a few I'll read from one of the articles. PF Chang's 5 to 10 million. They have 12,000 workers. TGI Fridays, 5 to 10 million. Jim Justice, billionaire governor, received at least 6.3 million. Girl Scouts, 30 Girl Scouts chapters of Montana and Wyoming were approved 350 and 1 million. Political groups, Americans for Tax Reform Foundation, non-profit arm of the anti-tax lobbying group, was approved for a loan of 350,000. Kanye West clothing line, as we said, 2 million to 5 million. Only 106 jobs. And then last weekend, Kanye West now says Donald Trump's a fag or whatever he said. Fucking hates that guy. Whatever he tweet. Yeah. I support being gay, by the way. Like, I'll suck a dick if I have to like prove it. Like, it's cool. I'm cool with people being gay. But yeah, I wouldn't like sucking a dick, but if I gotta like kiss it, like I guess I would, but like I don't think I'd be able to like actually.
If anyone out there wants Jason to suck your dick to prove that he is okay with you being gay, then hit us up at the Rap Drugs Pod.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not scared of the woke crowd. I'll kiss your dick. Kiss your dick on stage.
I'm not homophobic. Look.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not transphobic. I'll get the surgery.
Yeah.
I'll take estrogen pills. I'll get breast implants. Yeah, no, I really don't. If you're that, I support trans people 100%, and that's one thing I like about Canada too. They support it as well. If you are having serious mental health issues because you are trans, they will support you getting the surgery through some government help funding. I know it also falls very short. I know that's a big problem. There's a gap there, but it's better than nothing like the US has. But yeah, speaking more on the US government and less on some crazy topics that I love to get into for some reason or another. I'm an idiot. Rosenblatt Securities, which commands one of the largest physical presence on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, borrowed between 1 and 2 million. 600 asset management and private equity firms were approved for money from the PPE. They stayed open the whole time. The stock market never closed. In fact, it went up. Like it went down and then back up. So
yeah,
why was any money given to these people? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. Well, and then they pretend like that's like it saved everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Ridiculous. And then Jeffrey Koons, a modern sculpture, best known for his large metallic balloon-like animals. Rabbit fetched 91 million. Koons Studio was approved for 1 to 2 million. His studio said it employed 53 people before the pandemic. It's just crazy. It's $349 billion in a few weeks, all to fucking billionaires and 100 millionaire plus rich assholes.
Yeah.
So yeah,
One of them being Kanye, who is now then running for president.
yeah,
Like,
against Trump.
does that
because
even seem like?
Trump gave him too much money, or not
Yeah.
enough money? I don't know which it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell. The news is getting crazier on her every fucking day.
Yeah.
But I want to cover that quickly. I feel like we're going a bit long because I really don't care about a lot of this crap that much. It's just funny as hell to me, to be honest. A lot of this stuff. If you don't find this stuff funny and you're like taking it seriously in your basement, like you take things too seriously. Because like, let's be honest, we have no control over this. If you're like Eric Trump or Donald Trump Jr. or the FBI or CIA, like, please, like, do whatever you got to do. Like, they're going to kill her if they got to kill her. If she's going to give tips to somebody, it's going to be on tapes that are never released. But I think Ray Kump had a hilarious tweet. It was like Prince Andrew. Oh, I got to find it right now. I'm going to find this tweet. I have to find this tweet. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Something about Prince Andrew and child pornography. Killed it with this one. It's a 5-step plan. So Ghislaine has a video of Prince Andrew. The FBI releases the video online. 3, 75 million people watch the video. 4, those 75 million people are all convicted of downloading child pornography and in prison. 5, the FBI drops all charges against Prince Andrew. So some classic FBI shit. Shout out to Ray Kump at Ray Kump. Hilarious stuff. Yeah, and that's, I wouldn't be shocked for a second if they tried to pull some shit off like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's too believable. That's the worst part.
Yeah, here's the latest news headlines. Dumb ass shit. Officials say feds took Epstein's associate Ghislaine Maxwell's bedsheet clothes to prevent hurting herself. But yeah, there's another funny link. There's a conspiracy theory, politic fact. I guess there was viral images, screenshots showing future stories still coming up July 11th. Ghislaine Maxwell is going to get COVID-19. And then Fox News came out with the story the other day. Ghislaine's hiring the lawyer that took down El Chapo, Christian Everdell, and his associates.
Yeah.
She's also in a shitty Brooklyn jail. So she's gonna get a video trial July 14th. So a lot happening next week. But there was some hilarious thing. One thing did say Ghislaine has tapes. Someone said that. Of course she has tapes. Like, we know this. That's the reason she's still alive. At the same time, like, she's probably the one that gave the government the tape. She's probably in jail for no reason. Like, if Epstein's not still alive, it's because she or someone else wanted him dead, and now she's just taken a fall to, like, go through the motions. So Prince Andrew doesn't have to. But we'll see. Maybe Prince Andrew will come down too. Maybe the dominoes are falling. But there was
the whole thing is. Sorry, go ahead.
No, what were you saying? The whole thing's
no. I don't know. Just
crazy.
Really up in the air, like of what's even going on. Like if like you're saying, if this is just like part of the plan after killing Jeffrey to close the case, you know, because we got to put an end to this whole thing somehow. I mean, a lot of people are complaining about it. Or is this actually just some really good FBI work going on?
Yeah,
exactly. We're gonna hear some crazy, awesome FBI espionage stories.
Yeah,
after all this comes out.
Are they taking down the Mossad, or is it all a facade?
Yeah,
they're blowing smoke up our ass though, one way or another.
There's a title right there: the Mossad or a facade. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Too bad this one is a Kanye episode, but yeah, maybe we'll have to do that as the title.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck Kanye.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, here's the other interesting news. Dr. Anthony Fauci is married to Ghislaine Maxwell's sister, but Snopes.com says this is false. Deanna Lorraine, a proponent of the QAnon movement who tried unsuccessfully to win a seat in U.S. Congress, posted, breaking, Dr. Fauci's wife is Ghislaine Maxwell's sister. Listen to this. Why? Lorraine post included a photograph of Fauci and his wife, Ghislaine Grady. So her name's not Ghislaine Fauci, it's Ghislaine Grady. She eventually deleted her tweet and admitted she was wrong. But more in QAnon politic news. And I think this is the last article I kind of want to cover for this story. So for our bonus, for our news pod, or whatever the fuck you want to call this pod. I like to call it calling out the idiots pod. Calling out the intelligence, calling out the bureaucrats. Doing more of that because as much as I love getting down and dirty with the psychedelics, I think there's a lot to be spoken about on this stuff, and a lot of it's so fucking hilarious. It's hard not to talk about it.
Just find this all so funny.
Yeah. And I can't believe more people aren't talking about it. That's the other thing. Like, how is it possible Michael Flynn takes QAnon oath in 4th of July video? So
do you got the clip?
I'm gonna have to get the clip here. It's on Twitter. It says it's a Twitter pic. Let's see. But yeah. In a 53-second video, Flynn leads a group of 6 people in taking a modified form of the U.S. Senate's oath of office. The oath ends with the line, "Where we go one, we go all." Yeah. Let's get it.
The craziest part is, like, he's with, like, a group of people. Like, either they all know what he's talking about, or they're all sitting there like, what is this fucking crazy shit he's saying?
Do solemnly swear. Do solemnly swear. That I will support and defend. That I will support and defend. The Constitution of the United States. The Constitution of the United States. All enemies, foreign and domestic. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation. Without any mental reservation. Purpose of evasion. Purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully. And that I will well and faithfully. Discharge the duties. Discharge the duties. Of the office on which I am about to enter. Of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. So help me God. Where we go one, we go all. Where we go one, we go all. God bless America.
1.9 million views. So he's got a lot of people to take the oath by happenstance now as well. General Flynn, by the way, he's a general. In case you didn't realize how fucking crazy these people are that are running the U.S. and the U.S. military. But yeah, he's a former military lieutenant. So he got promoted to general since then. Just so wild, so wild. But yeah, if you want to get more into how QAnon began and a lot behind QAnon, there's a hilarious CTV News article in there. You can just click in there, read it deeper. We'll put that article in the show notes. We'll try to put the other articles in the show notes. If you're into Q, tell us why. Because right now it's the biggest bullshit conspiracy I've ever heard of. Like, these people that are new to conspiracies, I think Tim Dillon might have even said this, so I'm sorry if I'm stomping on someone else's turf, but these QAnon people are fucking hilarious. They're just sad excuse for conspiracy theorists. Like, you got to at least have some sort of validity into your statements. You're not this seed of truth and field of bullshit. Like, you could, if the seed of truth is all you got, that's all you got. You don't have to flex on them. You don't have to pretend you're bigger than it. But yeah, we're two more IG followers since we started the pod. They keep trickling up there. Soon we'll be at the 10 million like Joe Rogan. You'll get to see me and Todd punch a set of each other high on acid and then mushrooms. We'll probably do a lot of drugs, a lot of training. You know, you got to train on drugs if you're going to fight on drugs. So
yeah,
it'll be
work your way up. Don't be starting at the hero dose. Work your way up.
Exactly. You got to know better. Same with the fighting, the MMA fighting. Like, once we cross that 100,000 subscribers threshold, we'll start getting into the jiu-jitsu, the Muay Thai. Todd's got some boxing training, so he's already got a leg up on me. I'm gonna get some boxing training from a close buddy. At an undisclosed location, probably joining a fight club or some gay shit like that. Literally gay. I'm pretty sure Fight Club's gay. Fact check that if you want to, but if it's not gay, I don't want to do it. But yeah, anything else? Any other interesting news you wanted to cover lately, Todd?
Oh, I think.
Or anything you want to say to the fans?
Say to the fans? Oh, I don't know. I hate each and every one of you, and I hope you all burn in hell.
You're talking about the people that aren't still listening, right?
Oh yeah, those people, yeah. The rest of you, you're fucking amazing, and you're beautiful, and thanks for still listening. And if you're a big Q supporter and you think Jason's an asshole for saying this shit, let us know why in the comments.
Yeah. And Todd wants to support Q, but he doesn't know enough about it yet. But
I don't know shit. I hate that 4chan looking crap. The website's horrible. I don't know.
And in case you're wondering, you saw on the IG, we can afford the Roars. We don't need you sending us money for that reason. We're not poor or anything. We're literally just trying to help people out, trying to make a better pod for you guys. If you tell your friends, if you want us to start hitting the bongs on the show, we want to get the crowd up. We got a lot of podcast listeners, but we're not going to fucking put videos up for no one on YouTube. So start subscribing to the YouTube if you're just listening. Just you don't have to watch us on YouTube. Just let us know you're out there, because all the other podcast analytics are a pain in the butt to follow. So, but we appreciate the subs on Apple and the follows on Spotify. We really appreciate the ratings on Apple. If you can get us more of those, would be dope as shit. 5 stars only. Less than 5 stars. That's cool. That's a good troll move. That's funny. But don't even fucking bother. Don't waste your fingertips. Go fucking put a 1 star on some gay-ass pod like some pod you think's actually dumb as shit. Hillary Clinton's new podcast or something. Or one of the Queer Eye guy podcasts. Or give them a 5 star. I'm cool with those guys, let's be honest. But their show is kind of weird, let's be honest. They were talking about on Chapo Trap House today. They had this really bad joke where the police pull over the guys, and one of the I watch the show with Chelsea all the time. One of the guys is black. One of the guys is some type of Asian, and then 2 white guys. So they've got these 3 guys that aren't white, scared as shit, getting pulled over by a cop, playing a prank on them basically. And it's that's fucking cruel.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do that to white friends. Yeah, but yeah. Go put those 1 stars or less on other podcasts. We know why we suck, but if you want to tell us why, write us a good email, give us a text, give us a call. We'd love to hear how much we suck on that. But throw up a like, throw up a subscribe, do a share, do a follow on Instagram or on Spotify. Wherever else you can find us, do it. And if there's any topics you think we do poor on or you think we need to cover more on, let us know. Because we're covering just the facts. So you're an idiot if you think we do bad. And we want to know why, though. And we can always go deeper, but we don't got time for that shit. Like I said, I can afford the Roars because I'm busy working my ass off, not because you guys are sending me money on the PayPal. So do some more of that if you want a better podcast.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you like the merch, let us know. If you want to see some new merch, if you like any of the podcast covers, you want that as some merch, let us know. We can throw that up, exclusive shit. We can get you a mask with the podcast cover on it. Appreciate you listening. Appreciate you sharing even more. Anything else you want to say to the fans, Todd?
We got a Speedo coming out soon. It's just my dick and balls over top of yours.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. If you want it, because we know you guys got some little ass dicks out there. I've got one too, so I'm ordering Todd's. Todd.
Yeah, I think
we had to blow it up 300 times the size, so it was. So, but yeah, don't worry. The butthole's so hairy you don't see the hole, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's actually just a complete hair covered Speedo.
Just a bush. Okay, so
just straight bush.
Yeah, my dick is the dick version. No bush.
The clean skin.
I got a boner and held it down for the pic, so it looks really big.
Yeah.
Except the balls are kind of squished up, so they're kind of off the Speedo. So you might have to put your own balls out of the Speedo if you want to impress
You might have to stuff it a bit, because if you don't, the dick starts to wrap around your taint and look like it's going right into your asshole.
And it's really thin.
However you want to wear it.
It's really thin too, so like you want to really stuff it so it like gets a good bulge to it. Yeah.
See, this is why the research has gone down. We've been putting all our time into these Speedos.
Yeah, exactly. We've been researching a lot on graphics. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We also need, if anyone out there has a 6-pack, send us a photo without your dick in it, so we can put that on a T-shirt for all those people out here that are busy doing quarantine right. And have beers and ice creams and Toke, so fuck you. With your workouts and shit and buying all the weights and shit. I wanted to have some weights to lift and throw around.
Yeah.
Now instead I just got an extra bedroom for an office. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. What are we going to do here in the bunker other than eat $1 Timbit cereal on sale at your local Loblaws? Sponsored by Loblaws. We do have a lot of big name sponsors like Walmart and Nike, but we said no.
Yeah.
Nike, we said, yeah, once you hire a black executive, we'll do your ads. So we never heard from them again. So yeah, that's kind of been the only reason we haven't got ads yet is because Todd's a political activist. Like, until you actually have a woman in charge or a black person, we don't want you. And
I only want to be sponsored by companies run by black women.
Yeah, and
specifically.
NBC, although they have a black casting director and Shonda Rhimes and Blackish and stuff, Todd was like, no, you guys upset a lot of people on Twitter with the blackface from the 1960s and 70s and 80s and 90s and 2000s and 2010s.
Yeah, we're not having it.
Your whole SNL cast did not impress the fans. Yeah, exactly. I don't like. It's one thing to be a wigger if that was ever cool, which it wasn't. But like, put black on your face and not realize this was an impression tool so that black people weren't able to be in theater the same way men dressed up as women, so women weren't able to be in theater. You're an idiot. But at the same time, no one's like, oh, Monty Python's a criminal, like or Tim Dillon's a criminal for dressing up as a woman. He's taking stuff away from women. Like, it might be dumb, but comedic license is a thing. And yeah, it's different. Like where does the costume stop?
Yeah.
And
I find weird
blackface
that it was
oppressive.
like okay. It seemed to be like kind of okay in 2000 even.
Yeah.
Like who was that? Jimmy Kimmel did like a SNL skit.
That's the other thing though. It was for a friend. And Tropic Thunder even. That was a much more recent movie with Robert Downey Jr. doing the black guy.
Yeah.
And Ben Stiller going full retard or whatever he was.
And they were like, it was like, I don't know, less controversial not too long ago, which I found kind of surprising. I didn't even really register those things.
Yeah,
I guess.
Well, yeah, but I think it's just how like racist we naturally are without realizing it. Like, that's truly the thing. Like, the reason why white fragility can pass and get by is because it's mostly correct. Like, it's very wrong, but it's not wrong in the fact that systemic racism is a thing that is accepted. And I don't know, maybe there is a problem with people dressing up as women and that being a joke. But at the same time,
I don't know.
Could I dress up as
Kevin
Hart? Could I dress up as Kevin Hart and do that sketch? Like, is that, or Dave Chappelle, is that okay? Can I get by doing that as a white guy?
As long as you
possible, though,
don't do blackface.
Yeah.
You can dress up like them and do their mannerisms.
Yeah, like, could I do a Kenya Barris, Black AF, or an Anthony Anderson, or a Kendrick Lamar? Like, or is there a reason why Chris D'Elia did Eminem and also did a bunch of children? Just kidding about the children. Fuck that guy. But yeah, that's all I'm saying is, like, it's tough for as a comedian, and I'm not a comedian. Like, I wish I was. I'm trying to become one through the podcast, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah.
But yeah, as a comedian with a comedic license, like, it's tough to know where to draw the line. So I can't judge anybody for doing that.
Yeah.
Like, if you got a laugh, it was funny. If black people weren't laughing, it wasn't fucking funny. It was racist.
Yeah.
If black people were laughing, if Chris Rock was laughing at you doing blackface of him, that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. If the guy who you're doing it about is laughing, it's funny.
Yeah.
If it offends the other people, that's their problem.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe you don't agree with Jordan Peterson. I don't agree with him on everything either. I don't think people should be addicted to opioids. I don't think anyone should do opioids. That's the dumbest fucking shit you should do. And I even tell people in pain, my own family, like, don't do that shit. Like, try other things. Try kratom. Try psychedelics. Try ayahuasca. Try ibogaine. Try anything. Try anything to get the pain relief away. A different method.
Yeah.
But yeah. I just think it's some stuff's too touchy.
Yeah. Weird subjects there.
Yeah.
I remember when Dave Chappelle had all those whiteface skits. Those
nothing's wrong.
I feel
with
like
that.
Yeah, I feel like that's like what I grew up on when I was like 10 or 13.
Probably.
So it's like it never even occurred to me. Yeah.
But yeah, 100%. Like, that stuff's hilarious. Bill Burr would never think to do blackface though.
Yeah, 100%.
Unless Dave Chappelle told him to for a sketch. Do you think he would? Bill Burr's a woke guy now. I wonder if he would have done it then if they told him it would be funny. But it's not.
He probably would have then.
That's why he didn't do it. It's not funny.
It just wouldn't have been funny. No,
it's not funny. Good point. And that's why SNL wasn't funny then, but Chappelle's show was.
Yeah. I feel like it's just, it
was kind of also a passing of the torch then.
I don't know why, but to me, it's just so much funnier to make fun of white people. That's why whiteface is okay. It's like...
It's because white people are offended. And white people love getting made fun of. Like, that's what crowd work is.
Yeah.
At the same time, like, I think the other thing is, like, the more serious you take yourself, the easier it is to make fun of you. And that's why people don't do it, because it's such an easy target. It's like, I could make fun of myself all day, but no one's going to laugh because I am pathetic. Whereas, like, if you have an intelligent or a witty comment, people respect it much more. You get a little bit of clout from it. And whereas, if you do blackface, it's just a dig. Or if you do sexual comedy, dick jokes, pussy jokes, some people say it's lowbrow. Other people say it's it's like classic. So it's just different strokes for different folks, I think, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
A lot of people aren't going to like it. But if you're a part of the KKK, like, you're going to be a big fan of Jimmy Fallon and his blackface stuff, or Jimmy.
Maybe you wouldn't.
Tom Malone says. Yeah.
Who knows what the KKK
He's idolizing
stands
them.
for.
He's idolizing
Yeah.
them. But yeah, we've been going for a while now, 95 minutes. So
we got to take a break.
yeah,
Time for one of our sponsors that we probably got rid of already because they're racist bastards.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna take a few tokes. We're probably gonna end the episode here, start a new episode. So fuck you if you're not still listening. If you are still listening, fuck you, because I wish I was taking a toke now too. And you're probably high as shit if you listen to this whole fucking pod. If you didn't get higher listening to this pod, I'm shocked.
I don't know.
I don't
know what the fuck is wrong with you.
This pod. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, maybe you're out of bud. Maybe you need a bud sponsor just like we do. Shout out to all the LPs if they want to send us some bud. I hear Spinach is coming out with a Blue Dream.
Yeah.
Any buds we're gonna test ourselves to on the show, so be careful if you are our bud sponsor. We're gonna make sure there's no mold. We're gonna test THC content independently. We'll do all that fun stuff, and we'll smoke the bud, no charge. Free ads at first. Just we'll support the product. We just need some buds to smoke. So send lots.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, reach out at the email below. Whether you're legal or illegal licensed producer, or the RCMP, or the police, whoever wants to set us up, dose us, whatever you're trying to do. Send us your bits. Send us your trip stories. We'll cover them on air. We'll shout you out. The ones we've been sent so far have been too disgusting to send on air. We don't want to hear about you taking LSD anally. We don't want to describe 10 hours of butt sex on acid. I don't believe that happened. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, if you can take 3 dicks in your butt on once on acid, that's cool with us. That's what we're about here at the therapdrugspod, research and psychedelics. So
yeah, this is important research.
Next time, try to take 4.
Next time, hook an EEG up to your head. Let us know how that goes.
Yeah. Put a fucking hole in your head. What's that called? We'll talk about that eventually on the pod. Those fucking crazy
lobotomy.
They drill holes to loosen it up. It's like something else.
Oh.
It's some other weird ass.
More for fun.
Yeah, exactly. It's just for fun. But yeah, thanks for having fun with us and voting for Kanye and Elon Musk for VP. And we want to get more paycheck protection program out to billionaires who are giving a few people jobs. So if you can send us a few $1 million through the PayPal, we'll make sure we send it to a billionaire in need. The same way, send us a few bucks, we'll give a homeless guy a sandwich. Send us a few million, we'll give a billionaire and ask him to help out his staff. We'll ask him to buy his staff Starbucks gift cards for Christmas. And if you're a politician and you want to take the QAnon oath, just rewind back to that part of the episode, and you can do it with Michael Flynn and his buddies. All right. Thanks for listening to the Rap Drugs Pod, and catch you next week.
Peace out.
Peace. Oh, wrong computer. All right. Gonna end the meeting for a sec.